I'm interested to hear the new money behind it. They're kind of just under sort of 300 million, because the estimate is that the latest resident doctor strike alone cost the NHS £300 million, a total cost of £3 billion across 3 years. I mean, that would build an awful lot of diagnostic centres, wouldn't it, if they got resolved?
Yeah, the doctor strikes are really regrettable, and yes, they do cost the service money.
Regrettable?
Yes,
I mean, that's the kind of thing that people say, oh, it's regrettable that, the bus was late or whatever. It's more than regrettable,
because they are damaging that improvement. Yes, so, you're right, any money not spent on improving those services has to be found from somewhere else, but we are committed to keeping some of these programmes on track. So things like these what's called the capital, the money for buildings, equipment, technology.
It's more than regrettable, isn't it? £3 billion for the NHS.
That's disappointing. We've used a lot of words around the doctor strike over recent times. We're really disappointed. It is regrettable that that money is diverted. Whatever hyperbole word you want to use, it's not good, and we want them back at the table, and we want them back to work because we want to work with them to help us rebuild the health service. And things like this are part of these tangible improvements that people are starting to see about, people are paying their taxes, a high rate of taxes for the service. We are improving satisfaction. We are getting A&E times better. We are dropping those waiting lists. We are making those improvements.
Just to bring you back to the doctor strike, because it feels like things are getting almost more entrenched, right? Jack Fletcher, the resident doctors leader, giving an interview saying the government killed the chance to end the strikes when they suddenly reduced the amount of money that they were offering, saying that they were playing games. What would you say in response to that? Are you playing games?
No.
What's your message to the resident doctors?
It is. We had very fruitful discussions, which they seem to have also said that they were good discussions. A lot of time and investment of time in good faith around those discussions. The goalposts were not changed, and Wes Streeting, if anybody watching, has put out a very long letter detailing those negotiations. That is why Wes Streeting has said we really need to meet with the whole committee now, because in good faith we thought that we had an agreement that wasn't then agreed to by their wider committee. So, Wes has offered to meet the wider committee ever since coming into office. The wider committee does not seem to want to agree to what their negotiators have said. So that's why he would like to meet with the wider committee.
The police are banned from striking. I mean, could we see the same with resident doctors?
I mean, that is not what we want to do. We want to work with them.
Can you rule it out?
Well, we don't want that to happen. We want to work with them. Well, in a world that is always a possibility, that is not what we want to do, very firmly. So I'm very firmly saying we don't want to do that. We want to work with them. We want to rebuild the service. We've already changed the law to have prioritisation improving. We're seeing that happening. I've had tales of actually resident doctors now getting training places. We're seeing that improvement. We've offered to support them with exam fees. We've got this 10-point plan for each trust to improve service, because we agree with them that the conditions for some of these resident doctors have been appalling. All of those things are actually happening. We're seeing that happen. So we want to work with them to continue that progress.